Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
Do you miss the Magisterium at all?
There was a time when being...
A candle hop. They carry messages through the city. Is this for us? Strange. They want us to find more.
You're from Ferelden, aren't you?
I am. You too?
Denerim. Haven't seen it in years, though.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varric too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too. All right, let's...
So before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
The best
We'll
word
take
in
a paper,
Docktown,
thanks.
right here.
This one quotes several magisters, several lies.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before, not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The Shadows brought me in after that.
One, please.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
More than one person. You'll read it here first.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
Another
It's
rebellion? Here's what we know.
Easier.
But you like us, right?
You're all right.
What happened in Marnus Pell?
On paper,
First-hand
thanks.
account.
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
What about this one? You've got a good eye. I was starting to think my...
Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks, I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is there something you're buying, my friend?
Maybe another time. Today, I'm here to meet Nev's friends. Rook, by the way.
Friends? All right then. Alec Tava. Does this mean we're even for...
No. But if you've got any news...
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything...
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate, personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
I thought you'd be on opposite sides.
Nothing's that easy. They're a problem, and they keep worse problems away. Whether we're on the same side depends when you ask. But we've got more to see. Let's go. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Here's what we know.
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
I guess that works.
Until it doesn't.
We'll take one.
Circle District. Gossip. Read the
One
latest.
of Belle's cereals. Great. You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
The real news in Docktown.
Paper, thanks.
Get it here.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
Doing all right?
Huh? Yeah. I'm,
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here, it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
You said you take jobs worth taking?
That's what I tell myself.
This one was. The rest, we figure out as we go.
Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day, getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
Sometimes, luck sticks.
You believe that? Then I've got a Treviso manor to sell you who needs a good tenant.
I'm not a mark. I'm serious.
I know. We managed to keep out of trouble. Let's get back before that changes.
There's a problem.
Finish it! So, how well do you know the Viper? Because I've heard things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know.
Welcome to the shop. I'm Lorelei. Anything you need, just ask. See you again.
I'm sorry Bataris got away.
You win some, you lose some.
Would you like me to get you something? Tea? Cake? Arrow in his temple? Whatever you need.
The deeper currents.
Brooke, hey. Look who's thoughtful.
trouble at the gates, as always.
Thank you for handling it.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Thea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Thea. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word. You're such a dear. I hope these two are paying attention.
Thea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous. Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Hilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
How are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next, and my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious. Especially at Hilario, as usual.
I barely know your cousin, and he already seems like trouble to me.
Oh, he is. I've lost count of the times I've had to pull him out of the fire on the job.
He's a good assassin. Most jobs don't have as many fires as yours do. I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Your coin helps, and there's some good bargains out there for you. Good luck with your contracts.
So, hiring the demon of Virandium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Rathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Onward, Dweller. Please, go on. We sail.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Darkspawn! Let's clear them out.
Under fire! Watch it!
We need to close in! On the job.
Over there. Another entryway, like the one that took us to that Solus memory.
Got it!
End it now! End this!
The Darkspawn are here. The blight on this island must be running wild.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
I know, but you showed up anyway.
Well, your letter was desperate.
Harding?
What? Aren't we desperate?
Let's hear what you've got to say.
The elven gods are changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the Blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the Blight, we need Warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
that the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Whatever you've heard from the First Warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
They left the fire burning.
Were they ambushed?
Easy, boy.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
You've got bigger problems than us. We found blight on the tent.
What? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
Doesn't sound like he agrees.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own. He spotted something.
Over there.
Dead Darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention. Hassan, hit that!
A useful trick. Did you teach him?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Hold up. There's the Darkspawn. Let's get in there.
I hate these things. Everything about them is wrong.
That's why it's a job for professionals. Remy, where are you?
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. Some kind of hold over them.